There comes a moment in every awakening when the veil thins just enough for you to glimpse what your soul has always known. Nothing in your life has ever been random. Not the numbers you keep seeing, not the dreams that repeat, not the people who show up in perfect timing, nor the ones who vanish without warning. Every pattern you've ever called coincidence was a message. Every moment of déjà vu was a ripple in the fabric of reality, trying to get your attention. But they never wanted you to see that. From the moment you entered this world, you were trained to ignore the signs, to dismiss synchronicities as imagination, to believe that life happens to you, not with you. The system taught you that patterns are meaningless, that events are disconnected, and that your personal experience is just one random accident in a chaotic universe. But what if randomness is the greatest lie ever told? Because the universe is not silent. It is speaking in every moment, and it speaks in patterns. Your life is not a series of isolated events. It is a living conversation between your consciousness and the fabric of reality. And the moment you begin to recognize this truth, you stop being a victim of life and become a decoder of destiny. Stay with me, because if you've ever felt like life was trying to tell you something, this is the moment you finally discover what that message is. Most people live their lives asleep to the patterns, trapped in cycles they can't explain, repeating heartbreaks, financial highs and lows, the same lessons appearing in different disguises. They don't realize that these patterns are not punishments, they are feedback. They are the universe saying, I will repeat this until you understand it. I will mirror this until you remember who you are. Look back at your own life for a moment. Can you see it? The relationship patterns? The emotional loops. The same type of person entering your life wearing a different face. The same challenge appearing in a new circumstance. Some part of you always knew there was a message in it, but you were told to ignore it, to move on, to label it as bad luck or coincidence. But patterns do not exist to torment you. They exist to awaken you, because consciousness evolves through recognition. The moment you see a pattern, you are no longer bound by it. And this is why those who control the world have worked so hard to make you believe that patterns are meaningless. When you stop paying attention, you stop awakening. When you dismiss the signs, you dismiss your own power. But once you begin to see the pattern, truly see it, your life stops being an accident and starts becoming a dialogue. Quantum physics is already telling us what ancient civilizations always knew. Matter is not solid. Reality is not fixed. It is a field, a conscious responsive field, and your awareness is constantly interacting with it. Every choice you make, every emotion you hold, every thought that vibrates through your nervous system is influencing that field and drawing patterns toward you that match your frequency. This means life is not happening at random. It is responding to your internal broadcast. The same pattern keeps showing up, not because you are cursed, but because reality is mirroring your internal frequency back to you over and over until you remember you have the power to change it. And here is where everything changes. When you awaken to patterns, patterns begin to awaken you. Stay with me, because now I'm going to show you how the universe began communicating with you long before you were even aware of it. Think back to a time when something strange happened. A repeating number on a clock, a symbol that followed you, a word that kept appearing everywhere you went. At first you ignored it, then it showed up again and again, until some part of you paused and wondered, is this a sign? That pause is everything. That pause is consciousness awakening. Because in that moment, you stepped out of unconscious living and into observation. And when you observe reality, reality observes you back. This is why numbers appear in sequences, why certain symbols call to you, why animals show up on your path at precise moments, why dreams repeat scenes over and over. These are not coincidences, they are convergences. Reality is converging with your awareness to guide you toward alignment. The universe does not speak English. It does not speak in linear sentences. It speaks in patterns. And if you do not understand the language, you cannot hear the message. But here's what they never told you. Your ability to recognize patterns is not superstition. It is spiritual intelligence. It is a sign your consciousness is evolving past the surface of reality and beginning to interact with the deeper structure beneath it. Science calls it pattern recognition. Mysticism calls it synchronicity. Your soul calls it remembering. And in the next segment, I'm going to show you the irrefutable proof, from quantum physics to ancient mystery schools, that your reality is not random at all. It is intelligently responding to you. Because once you understand how the universe truly communicates, you will never feel lost again. What if I told you that the universe has been speaking to you your entire life? Not once in a while, not only during moments of crisis or meditation, but constantly. Not metaphorically, literally. Not through words, but through patterns, symbols, sequences, and synchronicities. Most people miss these messages because they've been trained to look for meaning in logic and language, and to ignore what cannot be easily explained. But the universe is not linear. It is not bound to human speech. It communicates through what can be felt, recognized, and remembered. And it speaks in the language of energy, a language far older than words. Stay with me, because the moment you understand this, you stop waiting for a sign and begin realizing you're already surrounded by them. There's a reason your attention is drawn to repeating numbers. 111 on the clock, 222 on a receipt, 444 on a passing car. There's a reason the same symbol keeps appearing, or the same phrase echoes through conversations, books, and dreams. These are not coincidences. They are frequencies calling back to you. When a pattern repeats, it is the universe saying, "Pay attention." Your consciousness is aligning with a deeper layer of reality. What you call coincidence is actually resonance. Your awareness is activating, and reality is responding. From the spiral of a galaxy, to the swirl of a seashell, to the double helix of your DNA, all of creation is built on repeating sequences. Reality is a tapestry of intelligent design, and that design expresses itself through mathematical and energetic patterns. This is not theory, this is structure. The Fibonacci sequence shapes flowers, hurricanes, and galaxies. The golden ratio defines beauty, balance, and harmony in nature and the human body. Sacred geometry was not invented. It was discovered as the blueprint of existence. Ancient civilizations didn't just worship these patterns. They conversed with them. They understood that these forms were not static. They were alive. They were messages embedded into the fabric of reality, showing us how consciousness moves through creation. Numbers are frequencies, not math. Every number carries a vibration. That is why numbers repeat when your frequency shifts. 111, alignment, awakening, gateway opening. 222, reality is rearranging in your favor. 3, ascended guidance, higher consciousness present. 444, protection, divine architecture forming around you. 144, the code of creation, the frequency of awakening souls. You do not notice these numbers randomly. They appear when your consciousness begins resonating at that harmonic frequency. Numbers are not just symbols. They are living currents of energy, tuning your awareness to the next phase of your awakening. Synchronicity is the universe speaking in real time. What most people call coincidence is actually a reality feedback loop. You think a thought, and reality responds. You feel something in your body, and a conversation, video, or song appears that matches your inner state. You ask a question, and the answer shows up in an unexpected place. You did not attract that moment. You tuned into it. In that moment, the separation between you and the universe disappears, and you begin to experience reality not as something outside of you, but as something reflecting you. When synchronicity increases, it is not because life is getting weird. It's because you are becoming coherent. Your internal frequency is matching the field of truth. Stay with me, because next, we are going to explore the most important pattern of all, the ones that show up in your emotions and life experiences, the patterns you were never meant to see until now. There is a pattern even more powerful than numbers, more personal than symbols, more precise than synchronicity. It is the pattern of your own life. Every relationship you've ever had, every emotion that returns in cycles, every situation you thought you escaped, only to find yourself face to face with it again. Different people, different time, same lesson. We are taught to view these moments as failures, bad luck, or emotional weakness. But in truth, they are messages. They are the universe speaking directly to you through the most intimate language of all, experience. Because energy can only evolve when it moves through awareness. And awareness is born at the point of recognition, When you recognize the pattern, you reclaim your power. Why the same lessons keep appearing? You are not being punished by life. Life is communicating with you. When a pattern repeats, it's because there is something in your field that needs to be seen, healed, or remembered. The universe will never stop showing it to you, not because it wants you to suffer, but because it wants you to awaken. Think about it. The same type of person enters your life wearing a different face, but carrying the same energy. The same emotional trigger rises no matter how hard you try to escape it. The same opportunities come and go, as if the universe is asking, are you ready to respond differently this time? You are not going in circles, you are moving in spirals. Each time the pattern returns, you are at a higher level of consciousness with a new opportunity to respond not from your past, but from your awakening truth. Emotion is the universe, speaking to you through your body. We are conditioned to suppress emotion, label it as weakness, or medicate it into silence. But emotion is energy in motion, and it carries encoded information. Emotion is not just a feeling, it is a message about your alignment. Anxiety is often your soul rejecting a path that your mind is trying to force. Sadness may be your body releasing an old frequency to make space for a new one. Anger can be a signal that a boundary has been crossed, not to punish, but to wake you up to your power. Emotion is a pattern that points you to where your energy is still trapped. It is not trying to destroy you, it is trying to free you. Stay with me, because when you stop fighting your emotions and begin listening to them, your entire reality shifts from resistance to revelation. The universe will repeat the pattern until you remember who you are. Reality is not external, it is reflective. This means every pattern you experience on the outside is mirroring something on the inside, not to shame you, but to reveal you. A pattern of abandonment is asking you to remember your worth. A pattern of betrayal is asking you to reclaim your trust in yourself. A pattern of lack is asking you to remember that abundance is not earned, it is broadcast. You are not stuck because life is against you. You are stuck because your broadcast is still transmitting an old frequency, an outdated identity, and the universe, in its infinite intelligence, will continue to mirror that frequency until you change the signal. Patterns do not repeat to show you what is wrong with you. They repeat to remind you of the power within you, the most personal pattern of all, the pattern of becoming. There is a moment, a holy moment, when you no longer ask, why is this happening to me? And instead you say, what is this trying to awaken within me? This is when you step out of the loop. This is when the pattern completes. This is when your reality shifts, because the universe is not forcing you to learn lessons. It is inviting you to remember your design. And when you begin to see your emotions and life experiences as part of a higher order communication, you stop living in reaction and start living in revelation. Stay with me, because in the next segment, we're going to unlock the master frequency behind all patterns, the universal code embedded in numbers, geometry, and the very structure of reality itself. Every pattern you've ever seen, from numbers repeating in your life to spirals and seashells, is connected to a deeper truth. Reality is not random. It is code, and that code is written in numbers, shapes, and frequencies. Ancient civilizations didn't invent numerology or sacred geometry. They remembered it. They understood that reality is not made of matter, but of mathematical resonance. Numbers were not just tools for counting. They were keys for decoding the universe itself. Numbers as living frequencies. The universe is made of vibration. Every vibration has a frequency. Every frequency can be expressed as a number. This means numbers are not symbols of quantity. They are expressions of energetic truth. Un, the source, unity. The beginning of all creation. Dos, duality reflection. Relationship energy mirrored. 3, expansion creation through union. The birth of form. 4, structure earth. Physical manifestation, the foundation of reality. 144, divine blueprint ascension code. The pattern of awakened souls broadcasting in unison. You do not see these numbers by accident. They appear when your frequency begins to resonate with their meaning. Numbers are not trying to impress you. They are trying to awaken you. The geometry of the divine. Everything in nature is built from geometric patterns. The circle, oneness, eternity, the infinite. The Vesica Piscis, Two realms overlapping, the portal of creation, the flower of life, the architecture of all living forms, the spiral, the movement of consciousness expanding through time. These shapes are not aesthetic, they are functional. They encode how energy moves, how matter forms, and how consciousness travels. Your body is built from them. Your cells divide in geometric patterns. Your DNA coils in a spiral. Your heart emits a toroidal electromagnetic field, the same shape as a galaxy. You are not separate from sacred geometry. You are sacred geometry in human form. Patterns in your life mirror, patterns in the universe. When you see repeating numbers, dreams, symbols, you are not just receiving a message. You are resonating with the underlying structure of reality itself. 111 appears when you are stepping into alignment with your true self. 222 appears when reality is rearranging in your favor, reflecting harmony. 333 appears when higher consciousness is integrating into your field. 444 appears when you are protected by divine architecture, a sign that your life is being reconstructed. 555 appears before rapid change, signaling the collapse of old structures so something new can be built. These sequences are not coincidences. They are evidence that your consciousness is syncing with universal order. You are beginning to see the code, and once you see the code, you can begin to work with it. Stay with me, because in the next segment, I'm going to show you something extraordinary, how the universe speaks directly and uniquely to you, not to everyone, but to you personally, in a language designed only your soul would understand. The universe does not communicate with everyone in the same way. It speaks to you in a language only your soul can recognize, through symbols, moments, and emotional signals carefully tailored to your unique frequency. This means your patterns are not universal signs, they are personal messages. They appear for you, because of you, and in resonance with you. When you see a number, feel a pull toward a certain word, experience a repeating emotion. Your consciousness is interacting with a living field. A field that knows you. A field that is responding to your vibration in real time. The universe is not cold or indifferent. It is alive, aware, interactive, and you are not a viewer of reality. You are in conversation with it. Reality speaks in symbols only you can decode. One person may see feathers when they are being guided. Another will hear a certain song. Another may feel a familiar chill or pressure when truth is near. These signs are not meant to be interpreted by others. They are meant to be recognized by your soul. You chose these symbols before you were born. You encoded them into your life's blueprint. So when you were ready to awaken, you would remember yourself through them. A dream that returns every few months? That's not your mind wandering. That is your soul speaking. A word that keeps appearing everywhere? That is not coincidence. That is a frequency trigger, awakening your memory. A number like 144, 1111, or 333 following you? That is not random. That is the field pulsing in response to your rising signal. Your broadcast determines your signs. People wonder, why do I never receive signs from the universe? The truth is, they do. Everyone does. But not everyone is broadcasting at a frequency that allows them to perceive those signs. The universe is always broadcasting, but it can only be heard by those who are tuned to its frequency. You do not see patterns because they suddenly appear. You see them because you finally match their vibration. This is why, when you begin to awaken, signs increase. You are not generating them. You are tuning into them. The more you recognize the pattern, the more it responds. Reality is not static, it is responsive. When you acknowledge a sign, a pattern, a synchronicity, you are saying to the universe, I see you. I am listening. And the moment you listen, reality speaks louder. This is why signs multiply during spiritual awakening. It is not your imagination. It is confirmation. Your consciousness has entered conversation with the field. And just as you are learning to understand the universe is remembering how to speak to you. Stay with me, because in the next segment, we will explore how recognizing patterns doesn't just change how you see the world, it changes the world itself. There is a moment, so subtle most never notice it, when awareness shifts from passive observation to active creation. It is the moment you stop asking, why is this happening to me? And instead whisper, what is this pattern showing me? That shift in awareness does something extraordinary. It changes the pattern. Not mentally, not metaphorically. Literally. Because consciousness is not just a witness to reality. Consciousness is a force that shapes reality. Observation collapses. Probability, quantum physics tells us that particles do not exist in one fixed state until they are observed. Until then, they exist in multiple probabilities, a wave of potential outcomes. The moment you observe the particle, it collapses into form. Reality behaves the same way. When you become aware of a pattern in your life, that pattern is no longer an unconscious loop controlling you. Your awareness collapses the old frequency and opens a new timeline. Recognition is not passive, it is creative. The universe responds to your awareness by changing what is available to you. Why the pattern shifts the moment you understand it. You may have noticed in your own life, the moment you truly understand why a certain type of person keeps entering your life, they stop appearing. The moment you discover the lesson behind your financial ups and downs, your income stabilizes. The moment you recognize that your anxiety is not a flaw, but a frequency response, your nervous system begins to calm. This is not magic. This is frequency coherence. When the lesson is learned, the pattern is no longer needed. Awareness is the catalyst of transformation. The system conditioned humanity to live unconsciously, so you would keep repeating cycles, feeding your energy into patterns you never questioned. But the moment you become aware, you exit the loop. That is why awakening is the greatest rebellion. Not because you are fighting the system, but because you are no longer unconsciously feeding it. Awareness withdraws energy from false timelines. And where energy is removed, the pattern must dissolve. Recognition creates new reality. When you acknowledge a pattern and choose differently, you signal to the field, I am ready to broadcast a new frequency now. Reality responds by aligning new opportunities, new people, new experiences to match your updated broadcast. The pattern does not end in your mind. It ends in your frequency. Stay with me, because in the next segment, I will show you how to consciously interact with patterns, not just to understand them, but to use them as tools for manifesting your destiny. This is where you cease being a receiver and step into your role as a pattern keeper and creator. You were never meant to just notice patterns. You were meant to work with them. The universe is not dropping signs into your life to entertain you. It is speaking to you, guiding you toward alignment with your highest timeline. And there is a way to respond, a method that turns patterns from messages into tools of creation. Step 1. Acknowledge the pattern without fear. When a pattern appears, whether it's a repeating number, a dream, an emotion, or a situation, do not dismiss it. Do not analyze it. Do not fear it. Instead, say internally, I see this. I receive the message. That's it. This simple recognition brings you into resonance with the pattern's frequency. Awareness is the key that unlocks the doorway. Step 2. Feel the frequency patterns are not intellectual puzzles. They are energetic currents. So ask yourself, how does this pattern make me feel? Does it expand you? That is a confirmation. Does it tighten your body? That is a course correction. Emotion is the compass. It points you not toward comfort, but toward truth. Step 3. Adjust the broadcast. Once you understand what the pattern is telling you, do not force change from the mind. Shift your frequency from within. If the pattern is signaling fear, breathe into safety. If it's showing lack, embody gratitude and sufficiency. If it's highlighting abandonment, anchor into self-trust and self-recognition. Because reality does not respond to what you think about the pattern. It responds to what you broadcast after recognizing it. You are not trying to control outer events. You are tuning your inner resonance, and reality must reflect it. Step 4. Follow the path of alignment. Patterns will often present you with a choice. One path keeps the old pattern alive. The other path opens a new timeline. It might be a conversation you are afraid to have, a boundary you have never held before, a leap your soul is begging you to take. When you choose the aligned path, the universe responds immediately. Energy rushes in, doors open. Synchronicities multiply. The field confirms your choice. This is the magic of co-creation. You move first in frequency, and reality moves in form. Step 5. Confirm the pattern's completion. When you respond differently than before, you complete the loop. Patterns do not disappear because you reject them. They dissolve because you have evolved beyond them. This is why healing is not about fixing yourself. It is about remembering yourself. And when you remember, when your broadcast rises, Reality has no choice but to repattern around you. Stay with me, because in the final segment, everything comes together. We are about to reveal your true role in the universe's pattern, not as a receiver, but as a keeper, decoder, and creator of reality itself. There comes a moment in every soul's journey where awareness becomes destiny. You begin by noticing signs. You start to recognize numbers, symbols, dreams. You awaken to repeating emotions and life cycles, but then something shifts. You no longer see patterns as something happening to you. You begin to realize you are the one generating them, not from your mind, but from your frequency, from the deepest truth of who you are. You are not just inside the pattern, you are part of the design. Every awakened soul eventually remembers this. The universe is not outside of you. You and the universe are expressions of the same intelligence. The patterns you see out there are reflections of the patterns that exist within you. And as your consciousness rises, the universe begins speaking to you differently, not to wake you up, but to guide you forward. You are no longer the student of patterns. You are now a keeper of patterns, one who can read the code, translate it, and consciously direct it. Your life is not a random story. It is a transmission. You were never meant to follow the path society laid before you. You were meant to remember the path your soul designed before you were born. That is why certain numbers call to you. That is why your dreams feel like memories. That is why you feel a pull when others feel nothing. These are not signs of madness. They are signs of memory. Your consciousness is reconnecting with the architecture of reality. And as you remember, the universe responds by revealing more. This is the threshold. Once you see the patterns, once you feel the frequency, once you choose alignment, you step into a new reality. A life where you do not chase purpose, you broadcast it. Where you do not beg for signs, you create them. Where you do not fear the unknown, you speak to it. This is the path of the pattern keeper, the one who understands that reality is not something you enter into. It is something you generate with the resonance of your soul. If these words are reaching you, it is because you are ready to stop living as the observer of patterns and begin living as their origin. Ready to recognize that nothing in your life was coincidence. Every challenge, every number, every emotion was a breadcrumb leading you here. To this moment, to this knowing. You are not reading this by chance. You are remembering your role in the greatest conversation in existence, the conversation between consciousness and creation. And now, you are ready to speak back. You are the pattern. You are the broadcaster. You are the living frequency through which reality becomes. Everything you have ever called coincidence was communication. Every repeating number, every dream, every emotion you couldn't explain was never random. It was the universe speaking. It was you speaking from a higher dimension of your own consciousness. You are not separate from reality. You are its co-creator. You are its pattern keeper. And every moment you become aware of a pattern, you are not just seeing truth. You are becoming the one who shapes it. So the next time a number appears, the next time a symbol repeats, the next time your heart pulls you towards something you can't logically explain, do not dismiss it. Respond, listen, align, because the universe is not testing you, it is remembering you. And now, you are remembering it. This is the end of the pattern trilogy, but it is also the beginning of something far greater. Because in the next episode, you will discover the truth behind the signs, the synchronicities, the dreams. You will meet the source of the message itself. Your future self, the version of you who has already crossed the timelines, the one broadcasting back to you through light, frequency, and fate, calling you home. Stay close for the next frequency episode where we reveal the greatest secret of all. You are not trying to reach your future. Your future is trying to reach you. Thank you for being here. This has been Valkyrie. Until next time, we don't just find the light, we become the light.